something. It's important to me. Stay listening. You're going to want to hear all this. It's a good story. It has to do with the t-shirts and why I did the t-shirts and why I did them the way I did. So sit back, relax, and hear me out. What is up, YouTube? How's everybody out there doing today? I hope you guys are having a fabulous freaking day. This is an important video. This is a very, very important video, and I hope each and every one of you that are watching this video will stick around and listen to what I have to say. It's about the Operation Bootcamp build t-shirts that I'm selling to sponsor the build on my kid's 1997 Acura Integra that is currently, well, Zachary, is currently in Marine Corps boot camp in Parris Island with little less than a month to go before graduation. Just so everybody knows, he's doing very, very good down there. His spirits are up and he's very motivated to finish boot camp and graduate as a U.S. Marine. And in the meantime, under secrecy, which obviously secrecy of YouTube doesn't work very well because it's YouTube, everybody gets to see it except for him. I'm building his car. We wrapped it. We did a whole bunch of stuff. Go back and check out the playlist and the other videos that I have on this Operation Bootcamp build, stuff that I'm doing here. We got a new motor, turbo system, all kinds of cool stuff. Like I said, go back, check out the older videos. You'll get caught up to speed here. I don't want to explain everything. But this is going to be a very important video. First link in the description is the Operation Bootcamp build t-shirts. If you're new to the channel and you have not purchased the t-shirt to help with this build, for a future U.S. Marine, give back a little bit, go down there, buy a t-shirt. There's 3 of them representing each phase of boot camp. Well, technically there's 4 phases now, but each phase of boot camp, first, second, third is the most important phases. And we are in 3rd phase right now, which is going to be the Crucible for him. If you don't know what the Crucible is, guys, go into YouTube, type in USMC Crucible, watch a few of them videos. You'll see exactly what he's going to be doing at the Crucible, and it is it's pretty intense stuff. We'll get into that later in the video and explain to you about the Crucible a little bit more. But like I said, first link in the description below, guys. Go purchase a t-shirt or all 3 t-shirts if you haven't purchased any yet, to help support or continue to support this build for him. If you'd like to, I would greatly appreciate it. And believe me when I tell you, all the support that I've gotten so far on this build, the views on the videos are doing good. The suggestions and the comments are doing great. I appreciate everybody's suggestions and comments on this build. It's helped me a little bit on what to do and what not to do, and stuff like that. But first and foremost, the last video you guys seen was me painting the brake calipers, and as you see me pulling the car out, the brake calipers are all done, and you can definitely tell that that makes one hell of a difference on this car, having those brake calipers painted red. And man, did they, oh my god, they look sexy, guys. Look at that. They look freaking beautiful, just beautiful. Everything went together really, really nicely. Everything just went together real good. Like, I really cannot complain. The paint dried very nicely overnight. Here's that side there. It's not as shiny because obviously I'm in the shade, but the paint dried very nice. I think once it fully cures for a good 24 to 48 hours, maybe another 48 hours, or maybe I'll just let it sit out in the sun here, I think this paint's really going to hold up very, very well. The 415 paint, 415, whatever, is a very good paint. Like I said, I used it on my LB7 engine block, my Duramax engine block that I had a while ago, and that stuff's like hard as a rock. And I heard good things about this brake caliper stuff, so I'm thinking once it gets a heat cycle in it, like once the car is driven for, I don't know, a couple miles to get the brake system hot and the metal hot, it's really going to cure that paint to the calipers and really stick it there and not ever come off. But yeah, guys, she is looking good. I hope you like the caliper paint. The red really accents the pearl white of the tech wrap that I put on the car, or that Chandler put on the car, not me, but Chandler. But man, you can see the little glimmer right there in the fender. Whoo, that looks, now you get, it's like blinding me. It's literally blinding me how bright it is right here in this area. I can't look at this car very long because of how freaking bright it is, and you guys can see a little bit of that shimmer on this car, which is awesome. All right, so we're gonna put this back in the front of the building, and we're gonna sit down and get the sun to my front here so you guys can see me. We're gonna sit down in the office and we're gonna discuss these 3 t-shirts. Please listen, it's very important to me. It's very important to a lot of Marines on what these t-shirts represent. Well, it will be once they, a lot of Marines already know that are watching this channel. If you're a Marine, you already know what some of these t-shirts represent. So you already get it, but a lot of people out there obviously don't get it. And I want to explain it to it and what these t-shirts, these, these just ain't a regular t-shirt that has a, a card on it or a saying or this or that. These t-shirts actually have meaning to them. They have a significance to them. And I want you guys to know about that. So let's get to the office and let's chit chat for a little bit. So basically the 3 t-shirts that are up on the website for sale right now, the 3 phases of boot camp basically is what they represent. Marine Corps boot camp, specifically Marine Corps boot camp. The first t-shirt, has the American flag on it. Here's a picture. I'll put a picture of it. I don't know how to put it in there right there, but I'll put a picture of it somewhere for you guys to see real quick, and that way you know what I'm talking about. But it represents America, patriotism, freedom. It represents Zach going to boot camp, basically, and not knowing what he's getting himself into. Taking that chance of saying, I'm going to go do this, even though I know there's risks, but I also know there's rewards, and it's something out of my comfort zone. When America was started, those patriots did it out of their comfort zone. They were scared. They wanted to, leave England, obviously, from persecution and stuff like that. Whether they, whatever religion they believed in, and be able to practice their own religion and be able to, do things that they could not do over there. And they took that risk, just like every, military member takes that chance and that risk to enter the military, not knowing what, what their future is going to hold, but they take that risk, they take that commitment, that sacrifice. So the first t-shirt kind of represents that. It represents America as taking risks and getting the rewards of taking those risks and making things better. America's a great freaking country, guys, and everybody needs to remember that, whether we have, good times or bad times. America's still a really good country. We have our downfalls, we have our ups and downs, obviously. And we all got to remember that. We got to, stick together and just make things work. America's, America is a leading country in the entire world. But we got to remember that, you know what I mean? That's that, that sacrifice that everybody's made to make America what it is today. You know what I mean? But that's what the first shirt represents, is the American flag. With obviously the Eagle Globe and anchor on the side, and obviously his Integra. Each shirt has his Integra because it represents the build of the Integra and stuff. But that's the first phase t-shirt that, the first phase in boot camp's very scary. Nobody wants to be there. All these, kids, literally 18, 19-year-old kids, are scared out of their mind. They don't know what's going on. And this is a big, giant culture shock to them. It's scary. Just like starting a country basically was very scary at that time. But it's the same thing for these kids, So that represents first phase. Second phase, okay. So second phase kind of represents, moving forward in boot camp. The second phase t-shirts, which represents second phase in boot camp. You're moving forward. You kind of got past the scary part, and you're coming up on different things in Marine Corps boot camp that are, quote unquote, getting more fun. Specifically, rifle range. Rifle range is a very big, monumental part of boot camp. Obviously every Marine is a rifleman first. Second phase focuses a lot on what's called grass week, where you're snapping in, which means you're, sitting in grass, laying in grass, prone position, kneeling position, sitting position, and you're getting muscle memory on how to, hold your AR-15, your M4, your M16, whatever. You're getting that muscle memory. You got your sling tied around your arm, and you're sitting there, and you're just practicing holding that rifle to get used to holding it and getting that muscle memory. And then, they focus a lot of like the next week or two of second phase in rifle qualification, which you're shooting at the 200 the 300 and the 500 yard line, guys. It's 5 football fields. 500 yard line is 5 football fields, if you don't know. Nowadays they have ACOGs. Back when I was in, we were shooting the M16A2 rifle. You know, we had open sights. We had to, you know, they still do windage and elevation, all that stuff, and doing your dope and everything. Not the drug, okay? Not the drug. It's actually called dialing in your dope. If I remember correctly, it's called dialing in your dope. You know, we had 20-inch barrels on ours, and we had open sights. Nowadays, it's 16-inch barrels with ACOGs, you know, 4-inch difference in the barrel length, but you can still shoot out 500 yards. So 223, 5.56, which is they use in 5.56, you can definitely shoot out 500 yards, no problem with that rifle. Not very hard to do, honestly. So with the second phase t-shirts, that saying on the front of the second phase t-shirt is, "This is my build, there are many like it, but this one is mine," represents a little kind of a comedic view to the Rifleman's Creed, the USMC, United States Marine Corps Rifleman's Creed, which is, "This is my rifle, there are many like it, but this one is mine." That is the first part of the Marine Corps Rifleman's Creed, is, "This is my rifle, there are many like it, but this one is mine." And I wanted to represent that in the car world with that second phase t-shirt, as, you know, "This is my build, there are many like it, but this one is mine." It was going to be, "This is my Integra, there are many like it, but this one is mine," but I thought that would be too generalized. So I wanted to, you know, open up a little bit, and I chose to just do, "This is my build, there are many like it, but this one is mine." And obviously we have the Marine Corps emblem at the very top and all that stuff. But that's, you know, kind of what that second phase t-shirt means, is that right there, you know, just that second phase of rifle qualification and getting a little bit more used to boot camp, and, you know, understanding why you're there and what you're doing and how to do it and stuff of that nature. So that's second phase t-shirt right there. So third phase, which is what Zach is in right now, third phase U.S. Marine Corps boot camp, is a very important phase. Basically 2 weeks to it. The first week is basic warrior training, where they're learning land navigation and they're learning medical stuff, and, you know, they're just learning a whole bunch of different military aspects. Think of it as like Call of Duty, kind of, a little bit. But they're learning all kinds of different things. They're crawling underneath the barbed wires and crawling through the mud and, you know, jumping over walls and, you know, doing the kind of the cool, fun stuff that you see in videos sometimes of, you know, of boot camp. Third phase is very important. It's basically, in my view, it's kind of the last phase of boot camp before you become a Marine, because that first week you're doing basic warrior training. The second week you're doing Crucible. So you start Crucible on a Thursday, you come back on a Saturday, and by the time you guys are seeing this video, Zach will be a week away from being a Marine. This video is going to come out Saturday. This is all pre-recorded, obviously. A lot of my videos are pre-recorded days before, ahead of time. Crucible. And if you don't know what Crucible is, watch some videos on it. USMC Crucible, you'll see. It's a 54-hour endurance exercise. You march up to 40 miles, march or hike around the island for about 40 miles, even though the island's not 40 miles wide or anything. But you do about 40 miles, and you have very minimal sleep. You have about 7 to 8 hours of sleep for the entire 54-hour exercise. You have very minimal food. You have about 2.5 MREs, maybe 2 MREs to eat throughout that entire time. It is extremely trying, very, very trying of an exercise. I will tell you that. It's hard. It's extremely hard. You are hungry, you are tired, you hurt like hell. I'll never forget mine. I mean, you hurt like hell, but the third phase t-shirts, which I'll put a picture in here somewhere, that shirt specifically is very important, because it has the Iwo Jima monument on there, and the globe and anchor and everything, and obviously his car. But the Iwo Jima monument, where they're holding that flag, the Marines are holding that flag up on Mount Suribachi on Iwo Jima, which was a terrible battle. Very, very terrible battle. If you don't know history, look up Mount Suribachi, Iwo Jima, Marine Corps. You'll understand how bad of a battle that was. It was vicious, very, very vicious in World War II. And what you do is, when you're done with that Crucible, when you're done and you're marching back, you don't go to breakfast, you don't go to the barracks, you're tired, your feet hurt, you feel like hell, you want to keel over and just not complete it, but you're so close, it drives you to keep going. Even though you're hurting, it drives you to keep going. But it's a very special moment in new Marine's life, because you march directly to the parade deck and you march directly in front of that Iwo Jima monument. And that is the first time since you've started boot camp that they do the EGA ceremony, the Eagle Globe and Anchor ceremony, and they congratulate you on completing, you know, the Crucible. And basically, you know, the drill instructors walk around, the drill instructors, the guys that have been yelling and screaming at you for the last basically 2.5 months, they hand you your first Eagle Globe and Anchor pin, your very first one. They literally hand it to you. They shake your hand. They, you know, talk to you a little bit, tap you on the shoulder, tell you congratulations, you made it, you did it, you're now a Marine. I'll be honest with you guys, you know, when I went through, you know, a lot of us, including myself, teared up. We were crying. We were literally crying, guys. It's a very, very emotional moment in a Marine's life, a young Marine's life, coming from recruit to Marine. When they say you earn that title, they really mean you're going to earn that title, or you're just not going to get it. You have to work your ass off to get that title of a U.S. Marine. It's extremely important. But that's what that third phase t-shirt represents. And it's that third phase t-shirt's very important to me, and very important, going to be very important to Zach when he experiences that. And a lot of other Marines out there too will understand what I'm talking about. You know, that if you guys want to go on YouTube and watch some, you know, EGA ceremonies, some Crucible ceremonies, you know, Eagle Globe and Anchor, go watch it on YouTube. There's plenty of it out there to witness. Go check out some of the videos. You'll see what I'm talking about. Those guys, those men that come back from the Crucible, they're standing there and there's tears rolling down their freaking face, because they literally just accomplished something that they never knew they could accomplish. And that's why the third phase t-shirts are very meaningful to me. And that's why I made them, you know, I designed them the way they were designed. I just thought it was important. And I think when Zach sees the third phase t-shirt, I think when he sees them all, he's going to be very amazed. But I think when he sees that third one, he's going to be like, wow, this is badass. That third phase is badass for a t-shirt. But yeah, guys, that's what the t-shirts mean. I just wanted to let you know. I wanted to wait till all the t-shirts were up on the website and let you know that's what they mean. They're kind of important. It's just like I said in the beginning of the video. It's not like just a regular, like, oh, look at my cool t-shirt with my name on it, or look at my awesome t-shirt with you know, this design on it that I'm selling. You know, it's you know, or this is my rough country shirt. I thought my mechanic shirt on, but it's not the same. You know what I mean? These t-shirts actually have some significant meaning to them, as you know now. So, you know, like I said, guys, if you have not purchased one of the Operation Bootcamp Build t-shirts, please do me a favor. First link in the description. Go check them out. Go buy all 3 of them if you haven't bought them yet, or, you know, buy whatever you haven't collected yet. It's obviously a 3-part collection. So we also have the US, or the Eagle Globe and Anchor emblem on the back. Marine Corps emblem on the back that shows phase 1, 2, and 3. Obviously, the third phase is going to be completely colored in on the back, and will show the entire Marine Corps emblem in color as opposed to black and white in color. And obviously, all shirts come with the American flag on the shoulder, on the arm as well. So if you haven't gone and purchased all of them t-shirts, please do me a favor. It's obviously been helping. You see the cars getting a lot of stuff done to it here, and Zach's going to be very happy when he sees it. Go purchase a t-shirt, guys. I really appreciate all the support, and I know Zach, when he finds out what's going on, I know he's going to appreciate it too, guys. But other than that, I'm going to end this video, and I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, put it on all so you get all notifications of videos coming out in the future, and follow me on Instagram at Diablo Formula Racing. Other than that, guys, deuces.